Tutankhamun, also known as King Tut, was an Egyptian pharaoh who ruled from approximately 1332 BC to 1323 BC, during the period known as the New Kingdom. He became pharaoh at a young age, around 9 or 10 years old, and his reign was relatively short. Tutankhamun is perhaps best known for the discovery of his tomb in the Valley of the Kings by British archaeologist Howard Carter in 1922. The discovery of the nearly intact tomb and its treasures, including the iconic golden death mask, was a major archaeological event and sparked public fascination with ancient Egypt. Although Tutankhamun's reign was brief and largely unremarkable, his tomb and the treasures within it have provided important insights into ancient Egyptian culture and art. It is believed that he was the son of the pharaoh Akhenaten and his wife Nefertiti, and that he was married to his half-sister, Akhenaten. The cause of Tutankhamun's death is still debated, but recent research suggests that he may have died of complications from a broken leg combined with malaria. There are several myths and legends associated with Tutankhamun, some of which have been perpetuated by popular culture and media. One of the most common myths is that Tutankhamun's tomb was cursed, and that those who entered it or were involved in its discovery suffered from misfortune or death. This belief in the curse of the pharaohs was largely fueled by sensationalist media coverage of the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in the early 20th century. However, there is little evidence to support the idea that the tomb was cursed, and many of the supposed curses can be attributed to coincidence or natural causes. Another myth about Tutankhamun is that he was murdered, possibly by his own advisors or family members. This theory has been popularized in books and documentaries, but there is little evidence to support it. While Tutankhamun's cause of death is still unknown, recent research suggests that he may have died of complications from a broken leg combined with malaria, rather than foul play. Overall, while Tutankhamun remains a subject of fascination and intrigue, it is important to approach his life and legacy with a critical eye and a commitment to separating fact from fiction. There are many fascinating and lesser-known facts about Tutankhamun that are worth exploring. Here are a few. 1. Tutankhamun's tomb was not originally intended for him. The tomb, designated KV62, was likely intended for another pharaoh, possibly A or Smenkhare, but was repurposed for Tutankhamun after his sudden death. 2. Tutankhamun was not particularly influential during his reign. He was a relatively minor pharaoh who ascended to the throne at a young age and ruled for only around 10 years. 3. Tutankhamun's death mask is made of solid gold and weighs around 22 pounds, 10 kilograms. It is one of the most iconic artifacts from ancient Egypt. 4. Tutankhamun's body was found to be in relatively poor condition when it was discovered in his tomb. His mummification had been rushed and his body had been damaged during the embalming process. 5. Tutankhamun's father was Akhenaten, a pharaoh who is known for his religious reforms and the promotion of the worship of the god Aten. Some scholars believe that Tutankhamun may have initially continued these reforms, but later reversed them. 6. Tutankhamun's tomb contained over 5,000 objects, including furniture, jewelry, and other treasures. Many of these objects were meticulously crafted and decorated, demonstrating the high level of artistry and craftsmanship in ancient Egypt. 7. Tutankhamun was buried with several boats, including a large ceremonial boat that was over 60 feet, 18 meters, long. These boats were believed to be used by the pharaoh in the afterlife. Overall, while Tutankhamun may not have been one of the most influential pharaohs in ancient Egypt, his tomb and its treasures continue to fascinate and inspire people around the world.